Thank you, Jeff. Can everyone hear me? I'm wearing this mic. This is the first time. Last minute, I asked Lori to join me in this presentation. I'm presenting this on behalf of Debbie Bland, our colleague and my friend. I've been friends with Debbie for almost 20 years. Before I was a police officer, I knew Debbie. And her daughter, her name is Krista Lewicki Tran. But before I get too much into Abbey's goal and what it is, I want to introduce you to Abbey. So, next slide. Oh, I got to do the slide thing.
Oh, do you want me to do it? Here.
Sorry, I got it. All right. So this is Abbey Tran. So Abbey was an incredible, healthy, happy, joyful 9-year-old girl. And she was kind, she cared for others very deeply, and she was already working towards changing the world. She understood the importance of standing up for others, and she understood the importance of being an ally. Unfortunately, last spring in 2018, Abbey fell ill with a very rare autoimmune disease. Abbey spent approximately 3 weeks at Sick Kids Hospital, and her family by her side the whole time, and she fought courageously. She fought very hard. And unfortunately, she succumbed to the disease. And you can imagine that for any family, this could be one of the most tragic things that could happen. But I know Debbie very well, and I know their family very well. And instead of becoming negative, they turned it into a positive and created what is now what we're calling Abbey's goal. And they did this because they wanted to continue her legacy, continue the things that she stood for. Later on, I'm not going to show the video right now because I won't be able to speak after. So I'm going to show it at the end.
Yeah, that makes two of us. We won't do that yet.
So I'm going to save that for the conclusion. So that's Abbey. Anything you want to share about it?
I worked with Debbie. I didn't know her daughter. I worked with Debbie very closely for 4 years, literally probably about this close to each other. I remember when Abbey was born, it was her pride and joy as much as it was her granddaughter. Her daughter lived with her at the time, and this was her life. Abbey is her life, as is her other grandchild. But this was a huge blow and shock to the family. But I think the key is when she was going through this, which I think you, Jen, you understand as well, the huge family, and that's the police family, because Debbie is a police officer, that gathered around her to help her and her family while this was going on, and continuing to do that today.
So and I felt like this was a good setting for me to introduce this initiative and this charity. Abbey's grandmother, Debbie, is a police officer. Her grandfather is a retired Toronto police officer, and Abbey's mother is a teacher. So she's part of our family. So the mission for Abbey's goal is to spread love, and that's the key. Abbey's goal is a charitable organization that through fundraising and charitable donations, they want to promote the fundamentals and qualities that defined Abbey. Abbey lived her life with bravery, compassion, laughter, kindness, and love. She cared about making a difference in the lives of people globally, within her community, and with the ones that she loved. So Abbey's goal will continue her legacy through making donations to different initiatives and things that encompass Abbey's spirit. So the first thing I want to highlight is some of the initiatives that they've already accomplished. Shortly after her passing, they began work to launch Abbey's goal. This has become a very passionate endeavor for Deb and her family. And on September 16th, they launched Abbey's goal. Shortly after, Abbey was a very competitive, avid hockey player, as is Deb. Deb, a little history about Deb. She's the founder and now president of the Etobicoke Dolphins Girls Hockey League. She founded this almost 30 years ago when there was no girls hockey. The Etobicoke Dolphins today are a very well-respected organization, and that's because of Debbie's work. So Deb has always been like this. She's always created things from nothing and looked for opportunities to give back to her community. So on October 13th, Abby's number, she was number 77, just like her grandmother. They raised her number and her jersey into the rafters at the MasterCard Center in Etobicoke. This was also a charitable event, and I believe, did you attend this?
I was not at that. I was at the launch, but not that one.
The launch, right. Yeah. So through this short time, they've raised some money and collected donations. And in honor of Abby's 10th birthday on November 28th, they presented a check to the Ronald McDonald House, obviously a place where families stay when they're dealing with sick and ill children, and it was very close to their hearts. They also presented some artwork created by Abbey. So moving forward to 2019, they're very excited. Their first initiative involves hockey. So they've partnered, or they're partnering with something called the Little NHL. This is an organization founded and run by Indigenous leaders in First Nations communities. It's a hockey tournament that's been running for 49 years. It stands for sportsmanship, respect, citizenship, and education. They're hoping to raise funds that they will donate to this tournament, and as well partner with them. So the girls from the Etobicoke Dolphins will partner and get to know some of the girls that play in the little NHL. So they're very excited about this upcoming initiative. The next main initiative that they are looking forward to is called Abbey's Book Club. They've selected 10 books that were Abbey's favorite, and they're going to put them in together as a set, and they're going to sell these sets as a fundraiser. And when they have enough funds, they're going to give sets to schools, shelters, hospitals, community centers, and such. And they're hoping that these books will inspire other children to live like Abbey did. And so they're hoping this year's goal will support the purchasing of more books that they can give away. And this is where I'm going to get Lori to talk.
About the running?
Oh, yes.
Yes, don't forget the running.
So this is not listed yet on the website, but myself and Lori are good runners. We like running, and Lori here is a very avid runner, so we're planning something big.
Yeah, it's coming, and you guys are going to hear about it, and I think it's, Debbie doesn't know about it yet.
No, she does.
Okay,
we've talked about it.
Her and I were talking about something else we wanted to start as well with the running, and I think anyone that does run, you don't have to be anywhere but where you live, and you can still be part of Abbey's goal, and that's going to be coming and be on the website soon. So
Abbey's goal can be found on, they have a website, and some of their initiatives are already listed there, and it's at www.abbeysgoal.com. A couple other places that you can find Abbey's Goal are on social media. They have a Facebook page at Abbey's Goal and Instagram at Abbey's Goal. The reason I want to talk about Abbey's Goal here is if you are looking for a charity or somewhere or initiative that you can use in your schools or in your service and you want to give money on behalf of your organization, this is a trusted charity. They're looking for support, and they are part of our family. So this is a video that was created. It's only about a 2-minute video, but it gives you an idea who Abbey was and her family. Her grandma's in this video, her mom, her brother, everybody. So enjoy. Thank you. The last thing I want to share, Debbie could not be here today. She wanted to be here, but she sent me an email, and this is what she said. She said she's excited about the goals this year. The book launch will be such an amazing journey on getting some very important messages out regarding kindness, feminism, sport, homelessness, LGBTQ history, refugees, Indigenous education, making a difference, grief, and just having fun with life. Working with the Little Native Hockey League, I'm hoping to become a great partnership that will continue year to year. We will do fundraising that include Etobicoke Dolphins Fun Day, the book launch, the police fire hockey game, Kindness Rock Wall, street patrol, and of course, they're accepting donations. And she said, thank you for sharing Abbey's goal. Thank you.